In a world full of trials, disappointments, and uncertainty, the promise of Jannah stands as a source of deep comfort and hope. It is not just a place of reward, but a realm of peace where the human soul finds everything it ever longed for. Jannah is the fulfillment of every sincere prayer, every act of patience, and every moment of sacrifice. It is a reminder that beyond this temporary world lies an eternal home designed by the most merciful. As we explore the many beautiful facts about Jannah, may each one bring peace to your heart and light to your soul. 1. Jannah was created before the earth. Before the first drop of rain fell, before mountains rose or oceans stirred, Jannah was already prepared by the Creator. It existed in all its perfection while the earth was still a blank canvas. This divine paradise was not an afterthought or a future plan, but a reality waiting for the righteous. Knowing that Jannah has always existed reminds us that Allah's promise is certain and near. Every time we look at the world around us, we can remember that something far greater was made long before. A home of eternal peace is already waiting for those who believe. 2. It has gates sight of them. Jannah welcomes the believers through 8 majestic gates, each one representing a different path of goodness. Some gates are for those who fasted, others for those who prayed constantly, gave charity, or upheld justice. These gates are not locked to the masses, but open wide for those whose hearts were sincere. The idea that your unique journey toward Allah could lead you through a specific door into paradise is a beautiful reminder that everyone has their own road to reward. No matter your strength, there is a gate tailored for you, inviting you into everlasting joy. 3. The lowest rank is greater than a king's life. Even the person with the lowest status in Jannah will live in a way that far surpasses the most powerful and wealthy kings of this world. They will have palaces, gardens, servants, and pleasures beyond imagination, and their every wish will be granted without effort. In this life, people chase power and luxury, often finding only emptiness. But the one who simply believed and remains steadfast will be honored with dignity beyond all earthly comparison. The lowest in Jannah will still be endlessly blessed, showing just how generous Allah is with those who turn to Him. 4. You'll never feel pain or sadness again. In Jannah, every trace of sorrow, heartbreak, fear, and pain is erased completely. There are no bad memories, no physical aches, no anxious thoughts, no regrets. The people of paradise will live in perfect peace with hearts full of contentment and joy. In this world, pain is constant and relief is temporary. But in Jannah, relief is permanent and happiness is unbroken. Knowing that there is a place where suffering will never touch us again gives strength during the darkest days. It is the final healing for every wound and the answer to every whispered prayer. 5. Eternal youth for everyone. Everyone in Jannah will be in the prime of their youth, strong, beautiful, and full of life. There will be no signs of aging, no gray hairs, no wrinkles, and no decline in energy. Imagine being forever young with a perfect body and soul, never again worried about time stealing away your strength. Every resident of paradise will live in this ideal state, constantly thriving and radiant. In a world obsessed with beauty and afraid of aging, this promise is a powerful gift. Eternal youth in Jannah is not just about appearance, but about vitality and joy that never fades. 6. You can have anything you wish, the moment you desire. Something in Jannah, it is already on its way to you. Whether it's a place, a moment, a companion, or an experience, your wish becomes a reality instantly. Nothing is too small or too grand. There is no waiting, no disappointment, and no effort needed. In this world, desires often remain unfulfilled, but in paradise, they define your experience. It is a realm crafted from your heart's deepest hopes. This truth fills the believer with motivation to keep going, because there is a place where every yearning will finally find its perfect answer. 7. Every desire is instantly fulfilled. In Jannah, the delay between longing and having disappears. If a person craves fruit, it will fall into their hand. If they wish to fly, they will soar without wings. The heart's every whisper is heard, and granted without pause. It is a place where nothing is out of reach. Earthly life is filled with waiting, compromise, and limitation. But Jannah offers immediate joy. The soul no longer battles with frustration or denial. Instead, it is met with complete satisfaction. This is the generosity of Allah, who knows our every wish and creates a place where they are fully honored. 8. Homes made of gold, silver, and pearls. The homes of Jannah are not built with bricks or cement, but with materials far more precious. The walls shine with gold and silver. The ceilings glimmer with jewels, and the floors sparkle like rivers of light. Each dwelling is designed by the Creator to reflect the purity and faith of its owner. These homes are not only stunning in appearance, but are filled with peace, love, and security. There are no locks or alarms, only open doors and endless beauty. Knowing that such homes await brings dignity to every sacrifice made on the path of righteousness. 9 flowing rivers of milk, honey, and wine. Jannah is adorned with rivers that never run dry and never lose their purity. These rivers do not flood or pollute, but flow gently, offering milk that never spoils, honey that is always sweet, and wine that brings joy without harm. These are not symbols, but real blessings designed to delight the senses without consequence. In this world, such pleasures are often fleeting or come with regret. In paradise, they come with peace and purity. To sit by these rivers is to feel completely content, surrounded by a beauty that speaks of divine care and limitless mercy. 10 trees so large, a rider can travel 100 years in shade. In Jannah, the trees are unlike anything the world has ever known. Their trunks are of gold, and their shade stretches so far that a rider on horseback could journey for 100 years beneath just one. The fruits of these trees hang low, ready to be picked, and their fragrance fills the air. These are not just trees, but symbols of endless comfort and abundance. Imagine resting beneath one after a lifetime of hardship, knowing it was planted by your prayers and watered by your tears. Every tree is a gift grown from your devotion and sincerity. 11. Fragrance beyond imagination. The scents of Jannah are unlike anything ever experienced in this world. They are sweet, calming, and rich with meaning, filling the air with comfort and delight. These fragrances come from the flowers, the trees, the musk of the soil, and even from the bodies and garments of the people who live there. The aroma reaches the heart and soul, not just the senses, and brings a deep lasting peace. In a world where beauty fades and perfumes grow dull, the scents of paradise never weaken. They are constant reminders that everything good will be multiplied in the hereafter. 12. Birds will serve you freshly roasted meat. In Jannah, birds will fly to you at your desire, offering the most delicious meat already perfectly prepared. Won't need to cook or ask. You only need to wish, and it will be there, warm and fragrant, tailored to your taste. These birds are not ordinary creatures, but creations of beauty and grace, and their presence is a sign of care and luxury from Allah. Every meal in paradise is not just nourishment, but an experience of ease, gratitude, and delight. It's a kind of hospitality that only the Creator can provide without toil or hunger ever returning. 13. You'll never be bored again. Boredom will be a concept completely unknown in Jannah. The heart will always be full, the mind always engaged, and the soul always satisfied. There will be endless things to do, explore, and enjoy. Companions to laugh with, sights to behold, and moments that renew your wonder again and again. Unlike the world where even joy can wear thin and restlessness, creeps in, paradise offers a constant renewal of happiness. Every moment feels fresh. Every experience is better than the last. In Jannah, time will never feel heavy or empty because joy will never be interrupted or incomplete. 14. Conversations with the Prophets. Imagine sitting with the Prophet Muhammad, hearing his voice, seeing his smile, and listening as he tells stories of mercy and perseverance. In Jannah, the believers will be able to meet and converse with the prophets, the righteous, and the companions. There will be no barriers of status or time, only unity and love in the presence of those who inspired generations. These conversations will be filled with wisdom, laughter, and spiritual joy. To hear directly from those we read about is a reward beyond words, and in that space, we'll feel closer to truth than ever before. 15. Seeing Allah with your own eyes. The greatest reward in Jannah will not be gardens or palaces, but the moment when the believers will gaze upon the face of their Lord. In that moment, everything else will fade. All the beauty of paradise will feel like a reflection of that single perfect sight. There will be no fear, no sadness, only light and peace. It will be the fulfillment of every prayer, the longing behind every act of worship. To see Allah with your own eyes is the highest joy, the final gift that erases every pain and replaces it with eternal, overflowing love. 16. No hatred or jealousy in hearts. In Jannah, every negative feeling will be removed from the hearts of its people. There will be no envy, grudges, bitterness, or misunderstandings. Brothers and sisters in faith will sit together with pure love and sincere joy. Everyone will feel valued and whole. No one will wish for more than what they have, because everyone will be completely content. In this world, relationships are often strained and emotions complicated. But in paradise, harmony is the natural state. Peace will not just exist in the surroundings, but deep within every soul, making every interaction feel safe and beautiful. 17. Every moment will be better than the last. Time in Jannah does not bring aging or decay. Instead, with every passing moment, the experience becomes more delightful, more peaceful, and more beautiful. New layers of joy unfold, new surprises appear, and the heart continues to grow in love and gratitude. There is no peak, no point where happiness levels off. This is the mercy of Allah, who designs eternity not as a single moment repeated forever, but as an infinite rise toward better and better things. The believer will never feel that they've had enough, because each day will feel like the best day ever. 18. Marriages will be perfected and eternal. In Jannah, marriages will no longer suffer from misunderstanding, heartbreak, or separation. Couples will be reunited or newly joined with perfect compatibility and endless affection. Love will be pure, respectful, and joyful. There will be no arguments, no emotional distance, only companionship that uplifts the soul. Every look will bring delight. Every word will bring comfort. Whether a person had love in this world or was deprived of it, Jannah offers something greater. It will be a union filled with peace and beauty, created and sustained by Allah Himself, without fear of loss or the passage of time. 19. You'll wear garments of silk and light. The clothing of Jannah is not just beautiful but otherworldly. Made of fine silk, adorned with jewels, and sometimes even formed from light itself. These garments reflect the honor given to the believer. They are soft, elegant, and full of color. Nothing will ever wear out or feel uncomfortable. Changing clothes in paradise is not a task, but a pleasure. It's a way for your soul to feel even more joy in how it's presented. These garments are not signs of status, but of divine appreciation, wrapping the believer in a constant reminder that they are cherished forever. 20. You'll laugh without ever crying again. Every laugh in Jannah will be free of fear, pain, or worry. It will not be followed by sadness or regret. The people of paradise will smile and laugh in the company of their loved ones, knowing that no sorrow can return. Their joy will be deep and full, coming from a heart that has been healed and elevated. In this world, even the happiest moments are touched by a shadow of what might come next. But in Jannah, there are no shadows. There is only light and laughter that echoes softly through gardens of peace. 21. Food and drink will never cause discomfort. Every bite of food and every sip of drink in Jannah brings only pleasure and never pain. There is no overeating, no indigestion, no heaviness or thirst. The flavors are more delicious than anything known in this world, and each taste brings new delight, without ever becoming dull. You can eat out of joy, not need, and enjoy every moment without guilt or consequence. The meals of paradise are not just nourishment, but expressions of divine hospitality. In a world where food often comes with worry or harm, Jannah offers pure enjoyment that brings comfort to both body and soul. 22. Light will radiate from within the people. The people of Jannah will shine with a light that comes not from the sun or stars, but from within themselves. This light is the result of their faith, their patience, and the mercy of their Lord. It will cover their faces, their hands, and their entire being, making them glow with joy and peace. They will recognize one another by this light, and it will make every gathering even more beautiful. This brightness is not just physical, but spiritual. It is the light of forgiveness, love, and fulfillment, never fading or dimming, and always surrounding them with peace. 23. You can fly wherever you wish. In Jannah, the laws of nature are no longer a limit. The believer will be able to travel wherever they want simply by wishing. They can soar above gardens, visit distant palaces, or glide over rivers without wings, effort, or fear. Movement becomes an expression of joy, not struggle. There are no tickets, no delays, no exhaustion. The freedom to explore paradise is complete and unrestricted. In this world, travel is often marked by expense, stress, and distance. But in Jannah, it becomes as easy as a thought, allowing the soul to roam freely in peace and wonder. 24. Your loved ones will be with you. One of the greatest joys of Jannah is being reunited with those you love. Family members, friends, and believers who are dear in this life will be gathered together in peace without separation or grief. If one person was more righteous, Allah in His mercy will raise the others to be with them. There will be no fear of loss or departure. Conversations will be full of warmth, and every reunion will deepen the sense of belonging. In a world where people are often torn apart by death or distance, Jannah promises togetherness without end, filled with love and joy. 25. You'll never feel tired again. In Jannah, exhaustion will never touch you. There will be no heavy limbs, no foggy mind, no aching muscles. The body will feel constantly refreshed, awake, and full of life. You can rest if you wish, not because you need to, but because rest itself is a pleasure. There is no work to drain your energy, and no worries to weigh you down. The people of paradise will walk, sit, and rise without effort. This everlasting vitality is part of the mercy of Allah, who gives the soul and body a state of perfect ease, never again to be broken. 26. You'll understand your life perfectly. When the believer enters Jannah, every confusion, hardship, and question from this life will be answered. The wisdom behind every moment of pain will be made clear. The reasons for every delay, every loss, and every challenge will be revealed in a way that brings peace and closure. Nothing will feel wasted. Everything will fall into place, like the final piece of a puzzle. In a world filled with doubt and limited understanding, this divine clarity will bring relief beyond words. The heart will finally feel whole, knowing that everything truly happened with purpose and mercy. 27. You'll be greeted by angels. As you enter Jannah, angels will approach you with joy and smiles. They will say words of peace and celebration, welcoming you home. These are not distant beings, but gentle companions sent by Allah to honor and uplift you. Their greetings are warm and sincere, filled with respect for your patience and your faith. Imagine being welcomed by creatures of light, telling you that this is your eternal reward and that you will never be touched by pain again. This moment alone brings a deep sense of worth and comfort, making you feel that your struggle was seen and remembered. 28. You'll be honored in public by Allah. There will come a moment when Allah calls certain people before the entire gathering of Jannah to publicly honor them. He will praise them, speak directly to them, and grant them gifts beyond all expectation. This is not just a personal reward, but a public celebration of their love and devotion, that the joy of being recognized by the Creator himself will surpass any feeling known in this world. Every moment of sincerity will be acknowledged. In a world where many suffer in silence or are misunderstood, Jannah offers a moment where truth is seen and honored by the Most High. 29. Your deeds will bloom into rewards. Every small act of goodness you did in this world will grow into something beautiful in Jannah. A kind word may become a tree. A prayer may turn into a river, a smile into a home. Allah multiplies rewards beyond measure, turning humble efforts into everlasting joy. What once felt like a small, quiet act will blossom into something glorious. This transformation reminds you that nothing good is lost. Even unnoticed moments are recorded, and magnified. Paradise is full of surprises that reflect the mercy and generosity of Allah, who takes what is small and turns it into something eternal. 30. You'll hear the Quran like never before. In Jannah, the Quran will not only be read, but heard in the most beautiful voice, recited by the prophets, angels, or even the believer themselves, with a tone beyond earthly sound. Each verse will come alive, filling the air with meaning, beauty, and light. Listening to it will be an act of joy, and its words will enter the heart like healing. The Quran that once guided through darkness will now be a companion of delight. In this world, we strive to memorize and understand it. In paradise, we will live with it in ways far beyond imagination. 31. The soil of Jannah is made of musk. When the people of Jannah walk upon its ground, they will feel the softness and smell the sweet scent of pure musk rising from the earth itself. The soil will not be dry, dusty, or rough, but rich and fragrant, a pleasure to touch and behold. It is unlike any soil known in this world. Every step taken will remind the soul that it has entered a place of pure beauty and divine craftsmanship. In a life where the ground is often stained by hardship, Jannah offers a foundation of joy, where even the dirt feels like a gift from Allah. 32. You will never be alone. Loneliness will no longer exist in paradise. The people of Jannah will always be surrounded by those they love, as well as new companions whose hearts are full of peace and sincerity. There will be no feelings of being left out, forgotten, or misunderstood. Whether sitting beside a stream, walking under trees, or gathering for a joyful meal, the believer will always be in the company of souls who bring warmth and comfort. In a world where people often struggle with isolation, Jannah brings perfect companionship, where love is constant, conversation is meaningful, and presence is healing. 33. You'll never feel afraid again. In Jannah, fear will be removed completely from the heart. There will be no danger, no threat, no uncertainty to cause anxiety or unrest. The people of paradise will live in a state of deep security, knowing that nothing harmful can touch them. Their homes are safe, their future is guaranteed, and their Lord is pleased with them forever. In this life, Fear often hides behind our decisions and disturbs even joyful moments. But in Jannah, that fear will vanish completely. The soul will finally feel what it means to rest fully without worry and peace that will never end. 34. Your prayers will appear as rewards. Every heartfelt prayer whispered in the dark, every tearful supplication, and every quiet moment of longing will be turned into real blessings in Jannah. What once felt like unanswered pleas will now bloom into joys beyond imagination. The believer will see how each prayer was heard, stored, and answered in the most perfect way. Nothing was ignored. Nothing was forgotten. What seemed like silence was really preparation for something better. In this world, we often don't see the full picture. In Jannah, the beauty of every prayer will be revealed and celebrated in a way that brings peace to the soul. 35. Time will no longer limit you. In paradise, time will not control life. There are no deadlines, no aging clocks, no pressures to hurry. Each moment can be stretched or savored without fear of losing the next. The people of Jannah will live without the weight of a ticking clock, free to enjoy everything fully. They will not look at the past with regret or at the future with anxiety. In this life, time is a constant pressure, always reminding us of what we lack or what we might miss. But in Jannah, time will become a friend, gentle and endless, serving joy instead of stealing it. 36. You will see your good deeds as living creations. Some scholars say that good deeds in this life will take on beautiful forms in paradise. Your prayers may become glowing lights. Your patience may walk beside you as a noble companion, and your charity may become shelter or shade. These deeds will not just be memories, but living, breathing signs of your sincerity. You will see how your faith gave shape to paradise around you. This idea brings great comfort, because even when no one else noticed your efforts, Allah did. And in Jannah, those efforts will return to you in ways that fill your heart with wonder and gratitude. 37. You will drink from the hands of the Prophet Muhammad. Among the highest honors in Jannah is to drink from the blessed hands of the Prophet Muhammad at the Hawd, the fountain prepared for his followers. The water from this source is whiter than milk, sweeter than honey, and once you drink from it, you will never feel thirst again. To meet the Prophet, to be recognized by him, and to receive this gift is a moment of unimaginable joy. In a world where we long for his example and miss his presence, Jannah offers a chance to stand before him with love and pride as part of his ummah. 38. You'll see your rank rise without effort. In Jannah, Allah continues to elevate his servants. A person may find themselves surprised as they rise to higher levels of paradise, not because of new deeds, but because of the prayers of their children, loved ones, or the mercy of their Lord. This lifting is a sign that Allah's generosity never ends. Even after entering paradise, the rewards continue. It teaches us that nothing good is ever wasted, and that love and faith have lasting power. The journey of the believer does not stop at the gates of Jannah. It keeps ascending, bringing new joys beyond imagination. 39. You will bathe in rivers of pure bliss. The people of Jannah will have access to rivers of crystal clearer water, milk that never spoils, honey that flows smoothly, and wine that brings only delight. To bathe in these rivers is to feel completely renewed, refreshed, and uplifted. The water does not just cleanse the body, but fills the soul with light and joy. Each moment spent near these rivers deepens the sense of being cared for and honored. In this world, bathing may bring relief or relaxation, but in Jannah, it brings peace that lasts forever. It is a part of the paradise experience that touches every sense. 40. You will never be forgotten again. In this world, many people feel unseen, their efforts overlooked, their value questioned. But in Jannah, every believer will know without doubt that they are known, remembered, and cherished by their Creator. Their names are recorded in honor, their actions are celebrated, and their hearts are treasured. There will be no fear of being left out, no longing to be noticed. In Jannah, everyone is welcomed with full attention and love. The feeling of being invisible will disappear forever. Every soul will finally feel what it means to be completely known and unconditionally accepted by the one who never forgets. 41. The greeting of peace will echo everywhere throughout Jannah. The greeting of peace will fill the air. Angels will say it. Companions will share it. And Allah Himself will offer it to the people of paradise. Peace will not just be a word, but a living feeling that surrounds every soul and enters every heart. There will be no arguments, no harsh words, no tension, just peace in its purest form, constant and comforting. It will feel like being wrapped in safety and joy with every step. In a world where peace is often temporary or incomplete, Jannah will be the home where peace is eternal. 42. Every regret will be erased from your heart. In paradise, you will not carry the burden of past mistakes. Regret will not follow you. The sadness over lost time, missed chances, or former sins will be completely lifted from your heart. You will know that you have been forgiven and that mercy has covered what once felt too heavy. Allah will remove from you all the emotional pain of what could have been. You will be made whole again. In this life, regret lingers even after change, but in Jannah, there is only healing. The soul finally breathes without shame, fully free to enjoy eternal rest and love. 43. Your face will shine with joy and light. The faces of those in Jannah will be filled with radiance, glowing from within with joy, contentment, and the pleasure of their Lord. It will be a light, not of the sun or stars, but of truth, peace, and eternal success. Their eyes will be bright, their smiles effortless, their expressions full of serenity. This is the reward for the tears shed in prayer, the patience in hardship, and the hope that never left. No sorrow will dull these faces ever again. The people of paradise will be recognized by their light, the sign of a life accepted by Allah. 44. You'll hear the laughter of children again. The joy of children will return in Jannah in a way that brings healing and happiness to every heart. Those who lost children or never had the chance will find them again, smiling and full of light. Their laughter will echo through the gardens, soft and pure, free from pain or sickness. Parents will be reunited and families will be made whole. These moments will not carry the sadness of memory, but the fullness of a new beginning. In a world where loss can leave an empty space forever, Jannah promises a reunion that turns grief into everlasting joy. 45. You'll live forever without fear of death. In Jannah, the believer will be told that they will live eternally, never to taste death again. This truth will fill their heart with relief and happiness that cannot be described. There will be no more separation, no more endings, no more uncertainty. Eternity becomes a comfort, not a question. In this life, death waits at every corner, often bringing fear and sadness. But in paradise, it no longer exists. Every moment can be lived fully with no need to cling or fear its loss. It is a gift of permanence from the one who created life and gave it meaning. 46. You'll be rewarded for every hardship you endured. Not a single hardship will be forgotten. Every difficulty, every heartbreak, and every sleepless night will be turned into a blessing in Jannah. The pain you carried silently will be exchanged for joys you never imagined. Allah sees everything, and He does not allow the believer's suffering to pass without purpose. What once hurt will now lift you. What once drained you will now crown you. This promise makes every moment of patience feel sacred. In Jannah, justice is not just balance, but generosity. Every burden you bore with faith will bloom into comfort beyond what the heart can dream. 47. You will never need to strive again. In paradise, striving will come to an end. There will be no more goals to chase, no more stress, and no more fear of failure. The believer will no longer need to prove anything. Everything they need will be present, and everything they hoped for will be fulfilled. In this life, rest is rare and always incomplete. But in Jannah, rest is the natural state. You will live in a place where effort is no longer required because reward has already been granted. Every breath will be ease. Every day will be restful. The struggle will finally be over. 48. You will be surrounded by your favorite things. Every detail of your paradise will be designed around what you love. The colors, the tastes, the sounds, and the scenery will all reflect your deepest joys. Nothing will feel out of place. Everything will feel made for you because it truly is. Allah knows what comforts your soul even better than you do, and He will fill your eternity with it. In this world, people often live without what they love or lose it along the way. But in Jannah, nothing is missing. Every joy is present. Every comfort returns. The soul feels seen, loved, and fully at peace. 49. The angels will serve and honor you. In paradise, the angels will serve the believers with honor, bringing them food, gifts, and words of peace. These are not servants out of duty, but noble beings, sent by Allah to show His love and appreciation. They will never make you feel low, only uplifted. Their presence will not intimidate, but bring warmth and wonder. Imagine being cared for by creatures of light created only for goodness. In this world, service often comes with status or inequality, but in Jannah, it comes with dignity and grace. The angels serve not because you are great, but because Allah is generous. 50. Your home will reflect the beauty of your soul. The home you receive in Jannah will not be random or assigned by rank alone. It will mirror your sincerity, your struggles, your private acts of worship, and the purity of your heart. It will be exactly what your soul desires and deserves. Every corner, every room, every view will speak to the journey you took to get there. It will not only be beautiful in form, but in meaning. In a world where homes are temporary and often carry stress, the home of Jannah will carry peace. Built by the mercy of Allah, brick by brick from your faith. 51. The doors of your home will always be open. In Jannah, there is no need for locks, keys, or boundaries to keep anyone out. The doors of your home will remain open, not because there is danger, but because there is complete trust and peace. You will feel safe in every direction. Your neighbors will be friends, and their visits will bring joy rather than intrusion. There is no fear of theft, no anxiety about privacy, only the comfort of being surrounded by love and harmony. In a world where people lock their homes and hearts, Jannah offers a place where openness is never a risk but a blessing. 52. You will never feel hunger or thirst again. In paradise, hunger and thirst no longer exist as discomforts. You may eat and drink for delight, but never out of need. The body is always satisfied, the soul always at rest. You will not wake up feeling empty or go to bed aching for something more. Every craving will be answered before it even forms. In this life, hunger is a constant reminder of human fragility. But in Jannah, it disappears completely. What remains is only the pleasure of choosing what you love without worry or urgency. It is nourishment made purely of joy, not survival. 53. Your heart will be filled with constant gratitude. In Jannah, thankfulness will not need to be forced or reminded. It will pour naturally from the heart, rising like light with every breath. You will feel so surrounded by mercy, so completely enveloped in joy, that gratitude becomes your resting state. There will be no complaints, no longing for more, just full appreciation for what you have in this life. Gratitude often competes with pain. In paradise, there is no pain to block it. Every glance, every taste, every sound will fill your heart with praise. And saying Alhamdulillah will never feel routine. It will feel like truth. 54. You will recline in comfort and dignity. The people of Jannah will recline on thrones and cushions, made of silk and gold, surrounded by comfort that never ends. These are not symbols of pride, but signs of peace. There is no discomfort in the body, no pressure on the mind, and no burden on the heart. You may recline by a river, beneath a tree, or in a palace room, feeling honored in a way this world rarely offers. The act of rest becomes an experience of royalty. In Jannah, rest is not recovery from hardship, but a celebration of peace that will never be taken away. 55. You will be gifted crowns and jewelry by angels. As a sign of honor, the angels will place crowns upon the heads of the righteous and adorn them with bracelets and fine garments. These are not ornaments of vanity, but symbols of triumph, grace, and divine favor. Each gift tells a story of what you overcame, how you believed, and who you became. In a world where many are stripped of dignity, Jannah restores it completely. The believer will wear these gifts not with arrogance, but with humble joy, knowing they came not from wealth or status, but from the mercy of Allah and the light of faith. 56. You'll never experience injustice again. In Jannah, justice has already been served. Every wrong has been made right. Every secret pain has been healed. No one will ever oppress, lie, cheat, or betray. There will be no courts, no arguments, no fear of being mistreated. Everyone will be treated with fairness and love. The wounds of past injustices will be closed for good. In this life, injustice often goes unanswered, and the weight of it lingers. But paradise is a place where no one is wronged, and no one feels powerless. It is the final chapter of balance, written by the one who never forgets. 57. You will witness the mercy of Allah in every detail, every color, every breeze, every fruit, and every moment in Jannah will reflect the mercy of Allah. It will be impossible not to feel it. His kindness will shine in every smile, in every peaceful rest, and in every answered wish. The believer will finally see how deep and vast that mercy truly is, not just as a concept, but as an experience surrounding them from every side. In this world, we often believe in His mercy without fully seeing it. In paradise, it becomes visible in every corner, touching every sense and filling the heart beyond what words can hold. 58. You will see the people you inspired. In Jannah, you may find people who are guided, uplifted, or changed because of something you said, did, or shared in this life. You may not have known it at the time, but your light reached them, and their presence in paradise is part of your reward. It could be a kind word, a simple reminder, or a quiet act of faith that left a lasting mark. In a world where we often wonder if our efforts matter, Jannah reveals the full impact of your goodness. You will see that nothing sincere was ever wasted, and every ripple reached its shore. 59. You'll drink from the fountain of Kathar. The Prophet Muhammad was given a special river in Jannah called Kathar, filled with water whiter than milk and sweeter than honey. Those who are closest to him in faith will drink from it, and they will never thirst again. This is a moment of great honor, a gift that symbolizes nearness to the messenger and reward from the Most High. In this life, we seek connection to the Prophet through prayers and stories. In paradise, that connection becomes a reality as you stand at Kathar with joy in your heart and the water of comfort passing your lips. 60. You'll finally understand your true worth. In Jannah, the believer will see themselves as Allah always sought them, not through the eyes of others or the standards of the world, but through the lens of mercy, love, and faith. You will understand why your struggles mattered, why your heart was strong, and why you are never overlooked. Your value will be clear, not because of what you owned or achieved, but because of who you were when no one else noticed. This realization will not bring pride, but peace. It is the moment when your soul finally rests in the truth that you were always enough. 61. The air of Jannah will never feel heavy. In paradise, the air itself will feel like a gentle breeze wrapped in comfort. It will never be too hot or too cold, never thick with smoke or dust. Breathing will feel effortless, as if each breath carries peace and serenity straight to the soul. The atmosphere will not tire you or weigh you down. It will revive you, cleanse you, and bring joy with every inhale. In a world where air is often polluted and weather can be harsh or exhausting, Jannah offers a perfect climate of kindness, where the air itself becomes part of your happiness. 62. You'll never have to say goodbye again. Separation will no longer exist in Jannah. The people you love, once joined together in paradise, will remain with you forever. There will be no farewells, no final embraces, and no last words. The fear of losing someone or the ache of missing them will be gone. Every bond will be secure, and every reunion will last for eternity. In this life, we live with constant goodbyes, both big and small. But in paradise, every relationship is protected by Allah, held together by His mercy, and never touched by time. Togetherness will become a promise that never breaks. 63. The drinks of Jannah bring only joy in paradise. The drinks served in crystal clear cups bring no harm, no confusion, and no loss of control. They are pure, delightful, and uplifting. These drinks will be offered by angels or companions, presented with love and beauty. Each sip will refresh the body and awaken the soul, unlike any beverage ever tasted in the world. There is no bitterness, no aftertaste, and no regret. These are drinks made only to bring joy, warmth, and celebration. They are reminders that in Jannah, even the smallest pleasures are perfected by the care of Allah and designed to make you feel honored. 64. You will be surrounded by beauty that never fades. Every tree, flower, stream, and star in Jannah will hold its beauty forever. Colors will never dull, the blossoms never wilt, and the skies never grow dark. Everything you see will continue to shine with purpose, freshness, and meaning. The landscape of paradise does not grow old or lose its charm. It keeps unfolding, keeps inspiring, keeps elevating your soul. In a world where beauty often fades and seasons pass too quickly, Jannah preserves the most breathtaking sights and sounds without end. You will never tire of it because each glance brings a new layer of wonder. 65. You will be thanked by your Lord. There is a moment in Jannah when Allah will thank His servant. Imagine hearing words of praise and appreciation from the Creator of the heavens and the earth, not because you were perfect, but because you tried, you believed, and you hoped. This thankfulness is not needed by Allah, but offered out of pure love. In this life, many people do good in silence, unnoticed and unappreciated. In paradise, nothing is forgotten. That moment of being thanked by Allah will heal every time you were overlooked. It is a reward that fills the soul with the deepest kind of peace. 66. The gardens of Jannah grow without effort. You will not need to plant or water anything in paradise. The gardens will grow on their own, blooming with endless flowers, fruits, and shade. Your steps may give rise to new blossoms, and your thoughts alone may shape the beauty around you. These gardens are not only places of rest, but reflections of your inner peace. In this world, growth often takes struggle and time. But in Jannah, creation responds to joy, not labor. Everything around you will thrive effortlessly, and every tree will stand as a reminder that rest can be beautiful and that ease was always part of the plan. 67. Your faith will be visible in your form in paradise. the light of your faith will not just remain within. It will be seen in your face, your voice, your walk, and your presence. Every time you believed when it was hard, every moment you chose. Trust over doubt will be made visible in your beauty and dignity. You will carry no signs of failure or weakness, only the glow of sincerity. In this life, faith is often invisible to others, hidden beneath the surface. But in Jannah, it shines like a crown, letting the world know that you lived with hope, and now you live in reward. 68. You will witness the joy of the ones you love. Part of the sweetness of Jannah is seeing the people you love finally at peace, smiling without pain, walking without hardship, and shining with the same joy that fills your heart. Their happiness will become your happiness. Their success will add to your own. There will be no competition, no envy, only shared delight. In a life where we often worry for those we care about, paradise offers a new chapter of calm. To look around and see all the faces you prayed for, now filled with light, is a reward that brings endless gratitude and deep comfort. 69. Your name will be called with honor. In Jannah, your name will be spoken with love and pride. The angels will know it. The people around you will know it. You will hear it not with shame or hesitation, but with honor. Your name will be linked to your faith, your patience, and your journey to this beautiful place. No nickname with mockery, no label of judgment, only the name you carried with dignity in the eyes of Allah. In a world where names are often misused or forgotten, this moment will restore their worth. Your identity will finally feel safe, seen, and full of light. 70. You'll receive surprises from Allah. Jannah is not limited to what we ask for or expect. Allah has prepared for His servants blessings they never imagined, gifts beyond prayer, pleasures beyond desire, joys the heart never thought to wish for. These surprises will appear throughout paradise, tailored to each soul, a sign of how deeply Allah knows and loves you. In this life, surprises are often mixed with uncertainty or disappointment. But in Jannah, every surprise is perfect, bringing only happiness. They remind you that your Lord was never limited in His generosity, and that eternity with Him means endless discovery and wonder. 71. You will always be welcomed with warmth. Every time you return to your palace or walk into a gathering, you will be welcomed with kindness and joy. The people of Jannah never grow tired of one another, and no one is ever made to feel like a burden. You will never walk into a room and feel out of place. Every greeting will come from a heart full of love. Every embrace will feel sincere. In this world, people often fear rejection or loneliness. But in paradise, you will belong completely. You will be seen, appreciated, and received with open arms every time without exception. 72. You'll live among people with pure hearts. The people of Jannah will have hearts free from hatred, pride, and deceit. There will be no judgment, no suspicion, and no unkind thoughts. Everyone you meet will wish you well, and you will feel the same in return. Love will be simple. Trust will be natural. There will be no misunderstandings, no need for apologies, and no fear of betrayal. The soul will finally be able to connect without harm. In a world where relationships are often fragile or complicated, paradise gives a society built only on goodness, where every connection is sincere and brings ease. 73. You will never feel forgotten by Allah. In Jannah, you will be surrounded by signs that your Lord remembered you in every moment of your life. Every gift, every joy, and every detail of your paradise will reflect His care and knowledge of your journey. There will be no doubts, no hidden pain, no questions about your worth. You will feel deeply seen and lovingly honored. In this world, even the faithful sometimes wonder if their prayers are heard. But in Jannah, the answer is clear. In everything you experience, you are never forgotten. every whisper was recorded. And now, every joy is your divine reply. 74. You will witness beauty beyond your imagination. Jannah contains colors the eyes have never seen, sounds the ears have never heard, and pleasures the heart has never even dreamed of. Your imagination cannot reach its wonders, no matter how vivid or wild. When you arrive, the beauty will take your breath away again and again. It will never stop surprising you. It will never grow old. In this life, beauty is limited by the physical world. In paradise, it is unbound, created directly by the most merciful. It will not only please your senses, but uplift your spirit in ways that words could never describe. 75. You will walk with peace in every step. In Jannah, every step you take will be light and free. Your feet will never ache. Your body will never tire. And your path will never feel uncertain. Whether walking by a river, through a garden, or into a gathering of friends, each step will carry ease and joy. The ground beneath you will feel soft and inviting, as if welcoming you with every move. In a world where travel often brings stress or pain, paradise gives you freedom of movement filled with comfort. Your journey will no longer be about struggle, but about experiencing peace in its purest form. 76. You'll experience joy without interruption. The joy of Jannah does not come and go. It is not followed by sadness or worry. It stays and it grows. There are no bad days, no troubling news, and no shadows hiding behind happiness. Every smile lasts, every laugh is deep and true. The heart is never pulled away by fear or burden. This uninterrupted joy is part of the mercy of Allah, who knows that the soul needs peace to truly rest. In this world, happiness is often temporary, but in Jannah, it becomes your constant companion, always present, always expanding, never ending. 77. You will remember the best moments of your life with clarity. In paradise, the memories of your faith, your prayers, and your sacrifices will return to you in perfect clarity, but they will not bring pain or longing. Instead, they will feel like seeds that blossomed into the beauty around you. Every sincere moment you lived for Allah will shine in your memory as part of the story that led you here. You will see how every tear, every struggle, and every choice mattered. In this world, time often blurs the past. In Jannah, the past will be remembered with honor as a journey that ended in joy and peace. 78. You will be celebrated, not judged. There will be no shame in paradise, no accusations, no comparisons. You will not be looked at through the lens of your mistakes, but through the mercy that purified you. The people of Jannah are not scolded or reminded of their past. They are celebrated for their sincerity, welcomed for their belief, and honored for their endurance. Every scar will be turned into beauty. Every flaw will be forgiven. In a world where judgment is constant and harsh, paradise is a place of celebration, where your story is respected and your heart is rewarded with light. 79. You will meet the martyrs and righteous people. In Jannah, the believers will be joined by the most noble souls of history. Those who gave their lives for justice, those who stood firm in truth, and those whose faith shaped generations will be your neighbors and friends. You will hear their stories not from books, but from their own voices. You will sit beside them, learn from them, and be inspired by them forever. In this world, such people are often distant or unknown, but in paradise, they are close. The gathering of the righteous is not limited by time or fame, but by the bond of faith. 80. You'll feel young forever in spirit and form. In Jannah, you will be in the prime of youth, with strength, energy, and beauty that never fades. But more than that, your spirit will feel youthful. You will wake with curiosity, move with excitement, and rest with joy. There will be no dullness, no boredom, and no sense of growing weary. You will not be afraid of time passing, because it has no power there. In this life, youth slips away quietly and leaves many longing. But in paradise, it is returned in its purest form, gifted by Allah, not just to the body, but to the soul itself. 81. You will never feel unloved again. In Jannah, every corner, every gift, and every encounter will be wrapped in love. You will feel deeply and constantly cherished, not just by those around you, but by the one who created you. There will be no doubt about your worth, no hidden wounds of rejection, no lingering sense of being overlooked. The warmth of divine love will surround you completely without pause or question. In this life, love often comes with conditions, misunderstandings, or silence. But in paradise, love is pure, steady, an overflowing dot. It fills the air, settles in the heart, and never needs to be earned. 82. You'll see the reward of every small act. Nothing you did for the sake of Allah will be lost. Every gentle word, every quiet prayer, every moment of kindness will greet you in Jannah as a reward crafted just for you. Even the things you forgot will return in beautiful forms, reminding you that your efforts mattered. No deed was too small. Everything was recorded, everything appreciated. In a world where many acts of good go unseen or unthanked, paradise reveals them all with generosity. You will walk through gardens built from your intentions, and each one will tell a story of how your light never went unnoticed. 83. You'll be reunited with those who died in faith, those who left this world with belief in their hearts and goodness in their deeds will be waiting in Jannah. Parents, children, spouses, friends, and mentors will meet again without the barriers of death or distance. There will be tears of joy, laughter free from pain, and conversations filled with peace. In this life, the loss of loved ones leaves a deep ache that time cannot fully heal. But in paradise, that ache will vanish. The reunion will be sweeter than you can imagine, and the joy of togetherness will never be threatened again. Every goodbye will finally be answered. 84. You will feel closer to Allah than ever before. The nearness to Allah in Jannah will not be limited to prayer or longing. It will be felt with every breath, every glance, and every blessing. His mercy will surround you like light, and His love will fill every space around you. You will know without a doubt that He is pleased with you. In this world, we often strive to feel close to Him in moments of silence and struggle. But in Jannah, closeness will not be fleeting. It will be constant, complete, and comforting in a way that the heart has always searched for. 85. You'll never be reminded of your past sins. In paradise, you will not be haunted by past mistakes. Allah will have covered them, forgiven them, and replaced them with goodness. No one will bring them up. No one will look at you through the lens of who you used to be. You will be treated with dignity and love as though you had never fallen at all. This world often holds on to the past and makes people carry guilt far beyond what is fair. But in Jannah, there is only mercy. Your sins will be erased from memory, and only your sincerity will remain as your legacy. 86. You'll understand the meaning behind your pain. Every hardship you faced will be explained with perfect wisdom. The unanswered questions, the delays, the heartbreaks, and the trials will all make sense. You will see how each one shaped your soul, brought you closer to Allah, and paved the way for your reward. In Jannah, pain will no longer confuse or disturb you. It will be transformed into purpose and beauty. This world often gives no closure to suffering, but in paradise, the curtain is lifted. You will understand, and you will smile at how carefully every moment was written just for you by the one who knows best. 87. Your soul will finally be at rest. There will be no inner conflict, no spiritual tension, no weight on the heart. In Jannah, your soul will feel whole. It will no longer hunger for what it cannot find or grieve what it cannot have. You will feel complete as though every missing part has returned to you. There will be no more questioning, no more searching, only presence and peace. In this world, the soul often feels stretched and scattered, but in paradise, it settles, it breathes, it remembers where it belongs. The journey ends in rest, not because it's over, but because it has reached its truth. 88. You will be surrounded by constant remembrance. The atmosphere of Jannah will be filled with remembrance of Allah, not as a duty, but as a joy. Every gathering, every moment, every conversation will echo with praise and gratitude. Your heart will naturally glorify Him without effort or distraction. It will be the most natural expression of happiness in this life. Remembering Allah often competes with noise and stress. In paradise, remembrance will flow like a river through your soul. It will uplift you, anchor you, and renew you endlessly. It will not be a command or a burden, but the language of joy shared by every soul around you. 89. You'll never need to explain yourself again. In Jannah, everyone will understand you perfectly. You won't have to defend your choices, explain your pain, or justify your feelings. Misunderstandings will no longer exist. You will be known completely and accepted entirely. Communication will be sincere and effortless. In this world, we often struggle to be seen clearly or speak without fear of being judged. But in paradise, your heart will be read with compassion, not confusion. You will speak and be heard, and you will listen, and now understand. The constant need to be understood will fade, replaced by a peace that can only come from being fully known. 90. You'll have the time to do everything you love. In Jannah, time will stretch endlessly before you, not as pressure, but as possibility. You will never run out of hours, never feel rushed, never lose a moment. Everything you wished you had time. For in this life, you will have in abundance. Whether it's to sit in reflection, walk beside a river, create beauty, or share love, the time will be there waiting for you. In this life, we race against time and often miss what matters most. In paradise, every second is a gift, never wasted, always enough. Time becomes a companion, not a thief. 91. You'll never feel distant from joy again. In Jannah, happiness will not be something you chase. It will surround you, live within you, and meet you in every experience. There will be no emotional emptiness or numbness. The soul will not feel far from peace or joy. You will never again wait for relief, healing, or comfort. Joy will not be something that comes and goes, but something that stays and deepens. In this world, joy often slips through the fingers, interrupted by grief or fear. But in paradise, joy remains near. It lives with you and becomes part of your every breath and every moment. 92. You'll be rewarded for the intentions you never fulfilled. Every dream you had for the sake of Allah but could not complete will be written as a reward in Jannah. The prayers you meant to make, the goals you hope to reach, the charity you wish to give, all will be honored if they came from a sincere heart. Nothing is wasted. Even your hopes become gifts. In this life, many plans fall short. Many efforts are left unfinished. But paradise is not limited by time or ability. Allah will complete your story with the kindness of His mercy, turning even your unspoken desires into lasting rewards. 93. You'll be free from all burdens of the body. Your body in Jannah will never ache, never weaken, never fail you. There will be no illness, no discomfort, no limitation. You will move with ease, rest with peace, and enjoy every sense without fear of pain. Sight will be clear, hearing sharp, touch always soothing. The body that once carried so many hardships will become a source of lightness and joy. In this world, the body often reminds us of our fragility. But in paradise, it reminds us of divine strength and grace. It becomes a perfect vessel for joy, designed not to suffer, but to thrive. 94. You'll feel like you are always meant to be there. The moment you enter Jannah, you will feel a deep sense of belonging. Nothing will feel foreign, forced, or unfamiliar. You will not need to adjust because your soul will recognize that this is home. Every color, sound, and scent will feel as though it was made just for you. In this life, many struggle to find where they fit. But in paradise, there is no such search. You will be where you are always meant to be, and that certainty will fill you with calm. The heart will no longer wander. It will finally rest in its rightful place. 95. You will be surrounded by light. Jannah will be filled with light that brings warmth, clarity, and beauty without causing fatigue. It will come from the trees, the homes, the rivers, the people, and above all from the mercy of Allah. There will be no need for lamps or suns. The light of paradise does not burn or fade. It soothes and illuminates. In this world, light can hurt. The eyes or give way to darkness. But in paradise, it is eternal and gentle. It will wrap around you, enter your heart, and fill your space with peace. Light will no longer be borrowed. It will be yours. 96. You will forget what it meant to feel sorrow. In Jannah, sorrow will not even be a memory. It will be wiped clean from your heart and mind. Not just healed, but completely removed. You will not remember the pain in a way that brings it back. What you once endured will be rewarded, but not replayed. You will not relive the ache. In this life, sorrow lingers even when joy returns. But paradise is the final cleansing. It does not carry the scars of grief. The soul will be light again, not weighed by what it has suffered, but lifted by what it has received in return. 97. You'll never long for more. Contentment will settle in your heart so fully in Jannah that you will never desire anything beyond what you already have. Each moment will feel full. Each blessing will satisfy. You will not compare or crave. Your soul will no longer reach out with restless hands. In this world, no matter how much a person receives, the longing for more can remain. But paradise is the end of want. It is the place where contentment is complete. You will feel full, not only in body, but in spirit. The need to chase, to gather, to hope for more will be gone. 98. You'll see the reward of your tears. Every tear you shed in the dark. Every drop that fell during a prayer. Every moment you cried out of love, fear, or longing for Allah will become a jewel in paradise. We'll see how those tears watered the roots of your Jannah. They were never wasted. Not one tear fell unnoticed. In this world, tears often fall alone, unseen by those around us. But in Jannah, you will be shown what they built for you. They will rise as rivers, as trees, as gifts. Your sorrow was never weakness. It was faith, and its reward will shine forever. 99. You will feel completely safe. There will be no fear in Jannah, not of harm, loss, or betrayal. You will never again flinch from uncertainty or brace yourself for disappointment. Your heart will not race with anxiety or shrink with dread. You will live with confidence, protected by the mercy of your Lord. In this world, safety is fragile and often fleeting. But in paradise, it is woven into every breath. You will feel held, embraced, and untouchable by harm. It is not just a safe place. It is a place where the soul can finally stop guarding itself and simply exist in perfect peace. 100. You'll realize that Allah always wanted good for you. When you see your place in Jannah, the details prepared just for you and the mercy poured into every corner, you will understand something deep. Allah always wanted good for you. Every trial, every delay, every moment of silence was leading to this dot. His love was there, even when it felt distant. His care was shaping something better than you asked for. In this world, we often wonder why things happen the way they do. In paradise, the answer comes not through words, but through beauty and peace. You will finally see it clearly. You are always being led to good. Jannah is not just a promise for the future, but a source of hope for the present. It reminds us that every moment of struggle, every act of worship, and every ounce of patience has meaning. The beauty of paradise is not only in its gardens or rivers, but in the peace it brings to the soul that long for relief. It is where justice is restored, love is perfected, and faith is fully rewarded. Reflecting on the joys of Jannah softens the heart and strengthens the will to keep moving forward. It tells the believer that nothing is lost and everything good will return. The path may be difficult, but the destination is beyond imagination. Let these glimpses of the hereafter inspire you to walk with purpose, to believe with certainty, and to hold tightly to the mercy of the one who prepared all of this for those who remember him.